I'm Dr. Nirvana, and what you give your stomach first each morning can affect your digestion for the rest of the day. In this video, I'll show you the best first choice to reduce bloating, support your gut, and help you feel better from the moment you wake up. Here's the surprising part though. Most people think the first thing they should consume in the morning is coffee, lemon water, apple cider vinegar, or even a probiotic. For some people, those can help, but for many, they're actually making their digestion worse. The reason is because they're treating the symptom instead of supporting the system that's creating the symptom. And that's one of the biggest missing pieces I see in my practice. Today, I'm going to explain what your stomach really needs first thing in the morning, why it matters, and how making one simple change can improve your digestion throughout the rest of the day. Your digestive system doesn't simply turn on the moment you wake up. Think of your digestive tract like an orchestra. Every instrument has to come in at exactly the right time. Your brain has to signal to your stomach, and then your stomach has to produce that acid. Digestive enzymes need to be released as well, and then your gallbladder needs to squeeze out bile. Your pancreas has to contribute enzymes, and your intestines have to move food forward. If just one of those steps isn't working well, the entire digestive process becomes a lot less efficient. That's why so many people tell me, I wake up bloated, I eat breakfast, and I feel heavy all day. Everything seems to ferment in my stomach. Those symptoms aren't always caused by the food itself. Often, there's signs your digestive system isn't being prepared properly before food arrives in it. And that's a missing piece that many people never hear about. Let's talk about what many people do first. Coffee. Now, I'm not against coffee, but drinking coffee on an empty stomach isn't ideal for everyone. For some people, it can increase stress hormones. For others, it can irritate an already inflamed stomach lining. And if your digestive system isn't functioning optimally, coffee isn't fixing the problem. It's simply stimulating your body to temporarily push through it. Another common recommendation I hear is lemon water. Again, it isn't bad, but if your stomach lining is irritated, if you have gastritis, or even if your stomach acid production is already impaired, it may not be the best first choice. The same goes for apple cider vinegar. Some people feel better, others actually feel worse. Why? Well, because the missing piece isn't the vinegar. The missing piece is understanding why your digestion isn't working well in the first place. So what does your stomach actually need first thing in the morning? It needs hydration, not just because you've gone 8 hours without drinking, but because every digestive process depends on water. Your stomach uses water to produce digestive secretions, and then your intestines need water to move stool. Your liver depends on hydration. Your bile becomes thicker when you're dehydrated. Even mucus, the protective lining inside of your stomach, is largely made from water. One of the simplest things you can do is drink a large glass of filtered water shortly after waking up. Not ice cold, please. Room temperature or warm tends to be gentler for many people. For some people, adding electrolytes can also be helpful, especially if you're waking up dehydrated or if you've been sweating overnight. It sounds incredibly simple, but sometimes the biggest improvement comes from consistently doing the basics well. Now, here's the part I wish more people knew. If you constantly feel bloated, if you feel full after only a few bites, if food seems to sit in your stomach for hours, the problem may not actually be the food. One of the biggest missing pieces I see is poor stomach function. A lot of people automatically assume they have too much stomach acid. In reality, some people actually have too little. Low stomach acid can make it a lot harder to digest protein. It can contribute to nutrient deficiencies. It can allow bacteria to survive that normally wouldn't. It can leave food sitting in your stomach longer than it should. And the result? Gas, bloating, burping, reflux, occasional discomfort after eating. This is exactly why so many people become frustrated. They eliminate gluten, then dairy, then sugar. Then they start avoiding more and more foods because they assume the food is the problem. Sometimes they feel a little better, but for a while. And then the symptoms come right back. Why? Because they remove the trigger without identifying why their digestive system became sensitive in the first place. Think about it this way. If your kitchen sink keeps overflowing, you can keep mopping the floor every day. But unless someone looks underneath the sink to find out why the drain is clogged, the water is going to keep coming back. That's how I think about the digestive system. Bloating isn't the diagnosis. Reflux isn't the diagnosis. Constipation isn't the diagnosis. There are clues telling us there's another missing piece worth investigating. Sometimes it's a low stomach acid. Sometimes it's an imbalance in the gut microbiome. Sometimes it's inflammation. And sometimes it's a sluggish gallbladder or not enough digestive enzyme. And chronic stress, keeping your nervous system in fight or flight mode, making it difficult for your body to digest food efficiently as well. And here's another missing piece that often gets overlooked: your thyroid. A lot of people don't realize that hypothyroidism can slow the movement of the digestive tract. That slower movement can contribute to constipation, bloating, the feeling that food just sits there. That's one reason I don't look at the gut in isolation. The gut communicates with your thyroid and your nervous system and your immune system and your hormones. When one system isn't working well, the others often compensate. That's why simply taking a probiotic or digestive enzymes doesn't always solve the problem. Your body isn't divided into separate systems that work independently. Everything is connected. That's why I always encourage people to become curious instead of fearful about their symptoms. Your body isn't trying to work against you. It's trying to communicate with you. The more we learn to listen to those signals, the more likely we are to uncover the real reason you're not feeling your best. And once we understand why your digestive system is struggling, we can create a plan that's tailored to you instead of relying on guesswork or another supplement recommended on social media. Notice I didn't say everyone has low stomach acid. That's exactly why identifying the missing piece is so important. The symptoms can look almost identical, while the underlying causes are completely different. Instead of immediately grabbing coffee, consider giving your digestive system a chance to wake up first. Drink water, take a few slow breaths, get outside for a few minutes of morning sunlight. Even a short walk can stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps activate healthy digestion. These small habits signal to your body that it's safe to digest food. That's something a lot of people overlook. Digestion isn't only about what you eat, it's also about the state your nervous system is in when you eat. If you've been struggling with bloating, constipation, reflux, gas, or other digestive systems, please don't assume your stomach is the problem. Very often, your gut symptoms are simply revealing another missing piece somewhere else. That missing piece could involve your stomach acid, your liver, your microbiome, your nervous system, or even your thyroid. That's why simply taking another supplement doesn't always solve the problem. Finding the reason your digestion isn't working is where real healing begins. One of my favorite ways to investigate those missing pieces is with a comprehensive stool analysis called the GI map test. The GI map looks at the balance of beneficial and opportunistic bacteria, and then it evaluates markers of inflammation, digestion, immune function, and can detect certain parasites, bacteria, viruses, yeast that can be contributing to ongoing digestive symptoms. It also measures markers that may suggest increased intestinal permeability, often referred to as leaky gut. Instead of guessing which supplement might help, the GI map gives us objective information so we can create a personalized plan based on what's actually happening inside your digestive system. I found this to be one of the most valuable tools for helping my patients get to the root cause rather than simply managing symptoms. If you'd like to see whether your gut could be one of the missing pieces affecting your health, I've created a free gut health guide that you can download using the link in the description below. It walks you through some of the most common signs that your gut may not be functioning optimally and offers simple strategies to begin supporting your digestive health. And if you'd like personalized guidance, you can also schedule a 15-minute consultation using the link below where we can discuss your symptoms and determine the next best steps. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos on gut health, hormones, thyroid, and root cause medicine. And let me know in the comments, what's the first thing you drink every morning? I'd love to hear your answer, and I'll see you in the next video.